All right, here we go. Give it to him in 3, 2, 1, and you're live, baby.
That's good stuff. I hope you saw me dancing. Welcome to the Scoreboard with Nugget. We've got Foldsy to my right. We're just going to be going through what's the Scoreboard with Nugget, you ask. We're just going to run through, obviously it's AFL season, so we're going to get straight into it. Round 0 starts tonight, so I'm super keen about that. Super excited. So we'll go through, we did a little bit of a rundown of what, like some predictions and stuff, but we'll get more into it. There he is. There's Foldsy running the show right next to us. A bit of behind the scenes action.
This could be my new, maybe this is where I belong, just behind the scenes.
No.
I've got that face for radio, so maybe this is where I belong, just on the, it feels good to monitor and know that things might be working, so rock and roll.
No, it's good to have you.
I don't know how much input I'll be given on the sport, but I'm here.
No, it's good to get your input because we need, just similar to, obviously sports is my big background, but played sports growing up, and
for sure,
I got always been about like fitness, sports. So we'll be covering that. You've got your protein shake. We just went through a big gym session. You can feel the pipes. We're really growing, aren't we, in the gym? Yeah, the gym life. So we're going to go through, obviously, AFL season starting. So
apologies, I just knocked them out.
That's all right. So, but it's good to get your feedback, just like your Tuesday music sessions. I can chime in a little bit, but not as obviously as much as what you can. So, sports session. Say hello in the chat. Let us know if you're a sports people. Who you're barracking for in the AFL, who you're barracking for in the NBA. They're probably my two biggest sports. But also we'll go through. Today is just going to be focused NBA and AFL focus, as we've got round 1 of AFL, and we'll start off with AFL just to kind of get into it. But moving forward, we'll go through some fitness stuff, some gym stuff, obviously AFL, basketball. We'll touch on some ice hockey. Obviously, when the NFL season comes back, we'll touch on the NFL and any other sports that we might once the Olympics come, we'll be on the Olympics. Cricket. And there's gonna be a Thursday thing every Thursday around this time. We'll get into it. So
we'll need a better backdrop for you too. We'll get something more sports related.
Yeah, but I don't mind having good to have the logo, the Polar Opposites logo, which is I think it's quite good. There we are. I don't mind this. So say hello in the chat. I know we don't normally do a. Oh no, I know we don't normally do a. Oh no, yeah. Sorry.
Lucky that's why I'm here behind the scenes to help out all the.
But yeah, so I think getting straight into it, AFL round 1. What do we think? Or it's not even round 1. They're calling it round 0. So Fold, if you can pop up round 0 on the, so we can put that up on the web.
Sure.
It's interesting to see. We went through our tips yesterday. We'll quickly run through them again. But what I want to hear, and if anyone does end up watching live once we kind of get to it, is what punishments can we do if we don't get our must hits for the week? So we'll quickly run over the games. We've got the Swannies versus Melbourne. So we'll go through the Swannies versus Melbourne, see how they go. That's tonight, 7:30 at the SCG. So I don't mind it.
Round 0.
Round 0. What do you think? What do you think of round 0, Fold?
I still don't know can we get a clear explanation of why they're doing it?
Yeah.
Is there an overflow of games?
Nah, so I'm pretty sure. I'm going to type it into Google, but I think round 0 is just
because as my resident sportsman, I'm going to need you to know this info
for sure. But someone's saying stop being so stupid as Vic issues blame. So people aren't happy with it, but I think it's not bad. So the main reason I think they're doing round 0 is because the NRL are over in Vegas. So that's what I'm hearing. NRL are in Vegas. They did a few games over there. They're trying to grow their brand in America. I think obviously America's got stacks more people, so there's a bit more cash, maybe some some video rights or whatever they call them. So they're trying to get some more cash into the system through America and that sort of stuff.
Makes sense.
So I think what's happened is the AFL have kind of seen like an opportunity to kind of swoop in, because there's no games in Victoria. It's just there's obviously, as you can see there, Sydney versus Melbourne on the SCG, Lions versus Carlton at the Gabba. If we scroll down, Suns versus Richmond, and GWS versus Collingwood. So, but for me, I don't know why they've got written. They should have had Carlton versus Richmond. I still don't understand why they haven't done that. first up. I know it's round 0 and it's not really.
Why would they do that? What's the reasoning?
Well, Carlton Richmond has always been the kickoff, and they always get 80,000 at the MCG. It's a big game, so I can see why they're doing it, trying to get the market share. As businessmen that we are, Foldy, that we are. I can see they're trying to take a little bit of market from the NRL, but not
They're trying something. They're trying something. See, I guess you'll never know. You won't know until the numbers, will you?
No, you won't. And you know what it is? It's good to have the footy back because there's nothing better after going to work or whatever. Especially, I love Thursday night footy. There's something about Thursday night footy that I really enjoy.
Thursday night footy.
Yeah, okay. That's tonight. This is the first game tonight. So you get home. You might get home 6:30 or 5. Whenever people are getting home, and then you have a dinner. You put your kid to bed if you got a kid, or if not, you can have a couple of beers, whatever you want to do. But it's better than watching some of the garbage that's running around on TV. Like, if I have to get stuck watching maths one more time, I'm going to lose it.
I'm a maths head.
Are you a maths head?
I'm a maths head, actually. So I've been sucked in. I'm a maths head. I'm Team Jack. Everyone hates Jack. Team, not he's a bit of a tool bag, but I
don't want to hear this on the sports chat. This is that's all right. It's good. But so we'll quickly go through our. If you can head back to
who is your favourite couple
on maths?
Buddy
and
do you get sucked into watching it or not?
Yeah, I'm knee deep in it, unfortunately.
I'm
a Tim man.
Oh yeah, Timmy and his mate, the fella that he defends all the time, the one he calls his kid.
And they're good. They're my favourite.
Maybe we'll do a bit of a maths roundup tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, stop that on the sports talk. But yeah, so pretty well. If I can get the fixture back up, just so we can see.
You want the fixture back up?
Yeah. Right. So the fixture back up. So we went through our tips yesterday, but I took Brisbane tomorrow, and Brisbane tonight. I took Richmond. Actually, can you scroll up a tad? You're gonna have to be a bit.
You've forgotten who we.
So we got Sydney, Melbourne. I took Sydney. No, I took the D's. I think actually.
You were the D's, man.
Yeah.
I was the Swanee.
And then Brisbane versus Carlton. Who'd you take? I took Brisbane as my.
I think I was Carlton,
must win.
Actually.
Yeah, I took Brizzy as my must win. And if we scroll down, as we keep scrolling, then I had Suns versus Richmond. Who did we have there? I think you took Richmond. I took Suns in that one.
Yeah, probably. I'm a Richmond man.
And you went GWS and I went the Pies. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
stinking Pies.
So who do you think? So if you were to have your must win, I think we did it yesterday. I went Brizzy, and I'm pretty sure you were up top. You were the Swannies as your must win.
I was the Swannies must win.
Now what I've done
and will win.
I've sent a little. I'm hoping I get a message or like a couple of people comment on the TikTok. So I've thrown out a TikTok. What should be a must win punishment? So we should do we've been doing push ups, but I think something that a bit more, bit harder. Maybe on the rower or a 2K run or something that with a bit more substance than just 10 pushies.
My bad.
He's knocked it. So we'll have a think about that over the next few days. But let's go. Let's dive deeper into each game.
I'm gonna get a poll up.
Yeah, you get a poll up.
What was our poll? We're gonna say who's winning tonight, eh?
Who's winning tonight? We've got the Sydney Swans.
Okay, how do you do the poll?
Foles is about to poll up for us.
Start a poll. Here we go for my first poll. So give me a break.
Give him a break. He's going to try his best. So he's going to poll up. So who's going to win tonight? We'll get
who wins first game back. Back, and it's going to be Swannies. These were Swannies.
And versus the Melbourne Demons. All right, so we got the poll up.
Polls up.
It's hard.
That's how you do a poll. Okay, I like that. Easy. Sorry for the noise. I got to get my mic back.
Yeah. So first game, you're a Swannies man. So I think they were not too bad. 3 hours and 23 minutes until the game starts. For anyone wondering,
what time's it starting? What time's that bring us to? What is the time?
I think it's about 7:30 start or something along those lines. So, so big game. Obviously, With what was his name? Brayshaw? Angus?
I'm not sure. People aren't. There's zero people watching, which is rare for us. We get some good views. Where are the people? Maybe because we're Thursday for once. I have posted on our social, so hopefully they start coming over now.
Yeah, that's all right.
And when you get here, I want you to say hi. Let us know who you are, where you're from,
and we're live on Facey as well. So
that's it. Instagram's not going. I'll have to check the Instagram. Feed, but we're Facey too for all the people. If you're doing your commute home and the rest of it, rock and roll to you. We're live.
Yeah,
if you're a sportsman, this is for you.
This is the sports chat. And we'll bring on some people and stuff because it's good to interact with maybe your NHL heads that are big into it and that sort of stuff. So
you'll have to do your call-ins again.
Yeah, the call-ins will be good. We might even get a Zoom ready to go. We can work that out down the track.
We'll get the Zoom going.
But yeah, so AFL, we've got Sydney versus the D's. Who are you picking? So obviously Brayshaw, if anyone's been right into it, he had the concussions and had to pull. He's only 29, had to pull the pin, which is very unfortunate.
29 and retired.
29 and retired. So
was he? Would you ready? Is that
28?
James
It says actually.
James
Sorry,
Brayshaw's son.
Nephew. So Angus Brayshaw.
Would he have earned enough money to?
He was pretty good.
Would he earn enough money to is he set or has he got to go now and unfortunately try to get some media job and stuff?
You never AFL, you never set, no matter how much money you make, they're always still working, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, they're always still working. And you
couldn't just hang it up and just be done?
Unless you're Gary Ablett's and that sort of stuff, but no one ever does that. They're always still doing something.
Something in the industry, though. I'm talking like, is he going back to the cafe and working and stuff like that? Or, go be a chippy or something like that?
Oh, who knows what he's going to do? Maybe relax.
The coin etiquette, how much they get at that age.
As a player?
Yeah, like, how many seasons would he have played? How much coin? Is he got enough money is he set up? What I mean is the poor guy, because he's obviously retired, obviously well before he wanted to. Is he set up enough to?
He'd obviously make more than your stocks. He'd probably make. I can get a rough.
Let's get a rough
average for you. But
what we're about here.
Career not giving me much there. Career earnings. Let's see how we go here. $3 million. Oh no, he's at a bit of a $3 million dilemma after said retirement. So let's see what's going on here.
I'm going to pull this up for you.
So,
no, I'm not.
Angus Brayshaw's sudden retirement from the AFL has left fans devastated, and his departure out of 2024 leaves a $3 million dilemma for Melbourne.
He had some money, maybe.
So that's probably Brayshaw suffered a number of concussions, but here we go. Where's the money chat? And since the retirement, Brayshaw's manager and the club have entered into negotiations over who will pay out the $3 million sum remaining. So I guess he's probably on a contract that had him earning $3 million. Melbourne will most likely apply for the AFL for a dispensation to allow the majority of the estimated total to be paid outside the salary cap, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
So so he's got $3 million coming, and that was probably not his full career earnings. So he's probably earned a bit more than that. So I think he's obviously set up.
So he doesn't have to. Yeah, okay, good. So he can do that's kind of what I mean. Is the poor bloke? Does he have to go back and get a day job? But no, he's set up enough where he can try to maybe jump into media and not have to worry too much about
Yeah, I guess media is a day job as well, isn't it?
Oh no, that's 100%. But he's starting out in media. He might start.
A little bit of cash. He might start a podcast. He might join us.
Stuff like that. Yeah, at least he gives him a run of the, he's got clams in the background to help the fam and stuff like that. So
yeah, and they're always what's it called?
That's horrible.
They're always they've got help. So I'm sure they would have invested cash somewhere. They've got the best of the best. So
they help him out.
They help him out a lot. So
I need that help too with my coin.
He's got to be a gun AFL player, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take it.
Yeah. So I think tonight we've got a good game. First, I don't know about Sydney Melbourne as your opener, but I'll be watching. Will you be watching Foldy, or because you're a Sydney man?
I'll be watching. What day is it? Thursday. By the time I get out of here,
it's not.
Probably not.
He's not watching it. So I can't wait to see.
If the lads go to the pub and watch it and have a beer and something like that, maybe. But just sitting around home, round zero. You know what I do like watching it, like on the weekends maybe and stuff like that. Like, say like if a few of the lads go to the races or whatever on the Saturday. And then you head back to the pub afterwards or whatever, that's when I really enjoy the footy, to be honest. That's my kind of at the pub, a few tap beers, watching it like with a few people and all that,
Yeah.
We'll see how we go. The Swannies, I'm big on the Swannies this year, so we'll see.
Yep. So the tips are in, but what I want to do now, so I'm going to go through a little. I'm going to get the
don't forget that poll that's sitting there.
The poll's sitting there. So it's who's winning tonight. You've got the Swannies versus D's. But the next up, we've got our AFL. I'm going to get the ladder predictions going. Okay.
Hang on, which mic are you? You talk now?
Hello, 1, 2.
I'm just going to turn
So
you down
pretty
a bit.
well, the AFL ladder predictions, we're going to go first to last. Who do we think is going to go? So I'm going to get all the teams up, and we're going to go, ladder predictions. There you go. All right. Okay. So obviously, Collingwood and Brisbane, for me, are probably the two best teams. So they were from last year, the last year's granny. So let's get the team list up so we don't miss anyone. So, I'm thinking... I've just wrote team list and they've given me NRL team list. How's that?
You don't want that. We do not want that. No NRL here.
All right.
You like the NRL or is that going to be covered on this chat?
Nah, I doubt that any NFL will get covered. NRL will get covered. But, if you do like it, I'm happy to, if you know a little bit about it. So who are you thinking, Fold? Who do you think your... I'll run through my top.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go... Collingwood are going to be good. It's hard to... hard to go past them. So you've got Collingwood, Brisbane as your top two. Who else do we have? We got Geelong. I don't think they're going to be up there. West Coast are terrible. Freo are not bad. Saints, Geelong are okay. North, they'll be all right this year, but not probably up there. Port will be good. Yeah, so you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. So my prediction are going to be, I think, again, as much as it hurts me to say it, you know what? No, I'm going to go Brisbane number 1. So my Brisbane are going to be my top team.
Yep.
Then we'll go into Collingwood, which is unfortunate. Mm-hmm. And then this is where it gets a little bit tricky.
Oh.
Okay. So Swannies are not too bad. I don't think they're actually going to... The D's are going to be good. They're in a bit of turmoil, the D's, but they're quite a good side. I might put them around. I'm going to put the D's 5 for now, okay?
Okay.
So Demons are going to run in 5. And let us know what you think and who you barrack for if anyone. We got one voter, and they're going for D's. Whoever voted is... we
got a D's fan in the chat.
We got a D's
fan.
We love
it. So we appreciate you.
Well, maybe not a D's fan. They just think they're going to win today.
So probably not a D's fan, but...
We've got Demons.
I like the D's.
Demons at 5. I think you're going to get a GWS are quite good. And... It pains me to say it, but I think Carlton are going to be good this year too.
Really? Hopefully not.
So I'm going to put GWS at 3, Carlton at 4, Demons 5. Let's see who else we got. Hawks, they're not going to make it. St Kilda are going to be good this year. Let's put the St Kilda at 6, unfortunately. Now, I'm an Essendon fan, and you're a Swannies fan, and I think the Swannies are actually not bad, so I might... You know what?
I've got a soft spot for this Essendon, though, because obviously a lot of my mates are Essendon, so I do go to a lot of the games and will be this year, hopefully. So, I've got a soft spot for the Dons, but,
For sure. Now, we've got 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. We've got 50% Swannies.
Oh, hang on. Who's jumped in there? So, someone's polled up and it's gone a Swanee. Are you sure that wasn't you?
How does this work here? Oh, there we go. D Swannies. No, we got 2 votes. This is what it's all about. Get your votes in.
So, he's got 2 votes in, Swanee. So, 50-50, which is like pretty much what it is. So far, I've got Brisbane finishing 1st, Collingwood 2nd, GWS 3rd, Carlton 4th, Demons 5.
I wonder if there's a way I can put the... we'll have to get our boy to work out if we can put the poll on the screen. You know what I mean? Like on the screen here for the people at home, you see the poll whipping up and down from YouTube.
Yeah.
That'd be top
They would see it, though, like if they're on their phone. So if you're watching on your phone, the poll pops up in the chat.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So that's how they see it. So, but it would be good if it comes flying across the screen as well. It would be cool.
Who would have bloody thought? All right.
So I'll go through that again. Brizzy 1, Collingwood 2, GWS 3, Carlton 4, Demons 5, Swannies 6, St Kilda 7. And just because I'm an Essendon fan, we'll put Essendon going into the last spot at 8 there, okay?
Nice.
So, and then we've got, the who's going to make up so that means Geelong might finish 9th, which is tough for them. You got Port Adelaide, which is actually going to be okay this year, but unfortunately, that means they don't make the 8. Hang on. That's Port Adelaide. Any Port Adelaide fans, they're actually not too bad.
Port Adelaide,
yeah. So let me have a look at this. You know what I'm going to have to do? St Kilda out, Port in. It's unfortunate. Geelong slide down to 10th. St Kilda for me in the 9. And then we can fill in the rest of the team. So North, Western Bulldogs, I don't even have in there yet. Oh, there's no way Essendon are making the Essendon are nowhere near making the 8 this year. That's unfortunate. No, I'm gonna have to drop them.
All the Dons fans always think they got a chance, but then
unfortunately, Essendon are getting dropped.
Unfortunately, the
Bullies are going into 8. Unfortunately, St Kilda 9, Geelong 10, Essendon 11. Jesus, it's a pretty good stacked year. Freo, because Freo are good as well. Freo are going to move into 12th, which is crazy. And then we've got North, Adelaide, Hawks, West Coast. So West Coast will be last. That's easy money. We'll chuck West Coast last. Hawthorn just under that. And then you've got North can go on top of Fremantle. And then who am I missing? Gold Coast. Gold Coast can go under North. You know, Gold Coast are good this year too. You know what? The more I do this, the more I realise the Dons, we're no hope.
No, the Dons
they're going to slide big time.
They'll show some form and then they'll get rolled. You know, they always do.
Who else we got? So I might have to Hawthorn, Bullies, Port, North, Adelaide, West Coast, Dockers. We've got all those. Who else we got in the on the matches? Let's get the fixture going here. Who we're missing? We're missing one. Oh, we got the Tigers and the Giants to finish off. And let us know what you think of this list. So Tigers going to be deep. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's one more. So I got final list. You got to work out who this team we're missing is. Brisbane, 1. Collingwood, 2. GWS, 3. Carlton, 4. They're your top 4.
Yep.
Then it moves into Demons, 5.
Yep.
Swanee, 6.
Ooh.
Port, 7.
Yep.
Bullies, 8.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, good.
Any thoughts or just
no? I don't know. To be honest, I probably don't know enough about some of the teams like your West Coasts and your Ports and stuff like that. I probably go and watching those local games and watching the ones around here. I probably don't follow them as much, so I couldn't really tell you. But
okay. Then moving into the bottom half. So it doesn't really matter the rest because they're not making it. But then I got Geelong 9, Essendon 10, Freo 11, North Melbourne 12. Gold Coast 13, Tigers 14, Hawthorn 15.
I'm going to have to just...
West Coast.
Your live engineer's going to have to go take a whiz out. All right?
He's going to go take a whiz. Somehow I'm missing 2 teams here. We need to get the... Have I got Collingwood? Yeah, I got Collingwood up top. GWS. Did I have the Giants? Maybe I didn't have the Giants. I don't know. I got them 3. Well, I'm going to have to call it there. Let me know who I'm missing. I must be missing someone. This is an absolute disaster. Anyway... Moving on. We'll move on and we might come back we find out who the teams are, but let us know what you think of who's going to be the Brownlow medalist as well. So I was having a little read up. Lachie Neale, he's fresh off, the Brownlow medal. And, when you go through who you're picking for the Brownlow, obviously the teams that are winning, they just got more chance. So you've got your Carltons, you've got your... So for me, if I'm going through my ladder prediction with Brisbane, Collingwood, GWS, Carlton, Demons, Swannies, Port, Bullies, St Kilda, you're going to think that one of those, like your Brownlow medalist is going to come from there. So Lachie Neale for Collingwood, what I do is you kind of, if you wanted to, have a little punt on this, again, more responsibly and all that sort of thing, but if you wanted to have a punt on this, I'd go through who the best players are in those teams and who's not going to take off votes from each other. And that's why I think Lachie Neale won last time, because obviously he's got his Charlie Camerons, he's got his Joe Dennis. he's got those sort of players, but he kind of just racks them up, and he's a machine. So Lachie Neale, I think he could be a lock for top 3 again. So Lachie Neale, top 3, and then Collingwood. I saw what's their DeGoey. And so they've got DeGoey and they've also got the young fella Dacos, who, he's favourite by all reports going into I had a look before, he's paying $5.50 for the Brownlow. And it's like his second, or was it his first year last year or his second? Anyway, whatever it was, maybe his second. So he's probably, he's going to be top 3 as well, Dacos. But I don't know if I want to take the favourite to win because that's pretty boring. So I'm going to take someone from outside, from maybe GWS, maybe Carlton. Can Petrarca, if the Demons kind of switch on, Petrarca could be very dangerous because he's, have you seen on TikTok, he's got his cookbook going on. You've seen that? He does his little cooking show every,
really?
Yeah, he cooks some food for the people. Has a little series and stuff. So I'm not sure if he's doing a sponsor, but.
So you're allowed to do, I thought they wouldn't let you do that while you're actually a player.
Yeah, he does vlogs, so he's filming the
crazy.
So he would be like, yeah. So
I wouldn't have thought they would let you do some like side hustle stuff.
Yeah, you do what you want.
Yeah, I just feel like you don't see enough people doing it. Like, you know how you got your old mate from NFL who does the podcast? What's his name?
Yeah, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, for some reason I thought that AFL, like, you never see any of them do anything like that. So, you know.
Yeah, no, I think it's just because they're not as big. Because Mason Cox has his own podcast.
Oh, nice.
There's a few of them. I just think they're not as big. So
yeah, you just don't.
You don't come across your. It's probably not getting on the music guy's feed, is it?
Yep, no, that's fair.
So
that is fair.
How was the Wiz? All good?
Yeah, we're good. We're back. We're back in business.
Any comments for us yet, or what's going on?
No, nothing. We got 50-50 polls still. We got 3 watching on YouTube. But, you're going to get that on your first episode. First episode of the new year for the sports. You can see
for sure.
Slow build.
For sure. All right, so I'm going to put one player from Carlton, Demons, Swanee. Who's because do you watch much of the Swannies anymore or not?
Nah.
So you wouldn't know who their best player is at the moment?
Nah.
I might go through the Swannies team because I think you've got to be good. It might be someone from Carlton. Might be what's his name from Carlton?
Carlton.
Let's have a look at the Carlton side. I keep going to the wrong one. Here we are. Let's have a look. Carlton, Brizzy, Sam Walsh, I think. Because then I don't want to be backing the Carlton boys in, because we're Bombers fans. I can't be putting Carlton
don't go near
them as your top. So I might have to head to Bullies. I'm gonna, who I'm gonna go for the normie to round this up. Bontempelli from Bulldogs.
Nice.
So he's probably in the top. I'd say he'd be a top 4 market better on your sports bet apps and your tabs and that sort of stuff. So.
Nice.
Do you want to have a prediction for
Norm?
For Brownlow?
Brownlow? Oh, let's go. Who are the big dogs? What's his name? That little gun from Collingwood.
Oh, Dacos. Yeah, the favourite. Nice.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's right.
Is he actually?
Yeah, I had a look before. He was a $5.
Yeah, give me Dacos.
It's Nick Dacos, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And the other one, they've got a brother, Josh, as well. So
no, I want the good one.
Nick
Dacos
for Folsey,
and I want Dacos for both.
What's both?
He'll win the Brownlow and the Norm Smith.
So they're going to win the whole thing. Yeah, well, that moves on to our next topic. So to finish off, Nugget has Marcus Bontempelli. Folsey has Nick Dacos for Brownlow. So, not a bad little bets. Not too bad. So if you want to have a little flutter, gamble responsibly and all that sort of stuff, but it's not bad. So moving on, we have Coleman. I'm gonna get this one pretty quick. So if you're thinking Coleman, you've got your Charlie Curnows, you've got your Tommy Hawkins and Jeremy Camerons from Geelong. Brizzy, you've got the 2 big fellas. You got who was the guy? Danaher, who are in Brizzy. So I'd say they'd be up there in your top 4. GWS, you got Toby Green, but I don't think he's gonna be quite there. Demons, they got a few. They kind of share the load, so I don't think anyone from there. Buddy's gone, isn't he? He's officially retired.
Is
Port,
he?
Yeah, Buddy's dust. Port Adelaide, nah. So I think this one is probably unfortunate, but I think Charlie Curnow for me is going to be Coleman again.
Okay.
So Charlie Curnow, I think he won it last year, and he's just unstoppable. If he doesn't get injured, he's crazy good. He's big, he's tall, he's mobile.
Nice.
So do you want a little flutter at a Coleman?
Most goals.
So most goals. So you got your Danahers, you got Jeremy Cameron from Geelong, Tommy Hawkins maybe getting a bit old, so probably won't be him.
Nah, Tom Hawkins. I've got faith in Tommy. I like Tommy. Go Hawkins for me as an outsider.
Tommy Hawkins, okay.
I like Tommy as a player, as a lad.
Yeah, he's a gun. He's I think we've had a hang on, we've got 3 votes come in.
Hang on, we got another vote. We got
my man
the D's.
The D's, okay.
That's it.
That's fair. Foldy's not happy. Foldy is not happy, and thanks for voting.
That's it. We need yous.
The sports deep dive. People are getting around it.
That's it. We needed a better background so they knew it was a sports deep dive. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
But we'll get there.
So moving on, we've got AFL final prediction.
Actually, you know what? I can do that while we're doing. You just keep rolling there.
So we've got our ladder. Now, who do we think is going to make the grand final? So that's, and then we'll have a grand, and then you obviously who wins it. So for me, I've got Brizzy and Collingwood as your top 2 again, but very rarely do you have the same team. You know, what happened? There was Geelong, sorry, not Geelong. It was Sydney versus Hawthorn. They did a couple of back-to-backs, but since then, has there been many back-to-backs? Let's go last 10 grand final matchups. Let's see how many back-to-backs we've had. AFL Premiership winners. That's not going to help, is it? Oh, here we go. Got the grand finals. So, obviously, the Tigers played a few times, but Tigers are kind of gone. Here we go. Collingwood versus Brisbane, 2023.
Yep.
Geelong versus Sydney.
Yep.
So, no back-to-backs there. Melbourne Western Bulldogs. Richmond Geelong. Richmond GWS, that's not 2019. 2018, West Coast Collingwood. 2017, Richmond Adelaide. 2016, Western Bulldogs Sydney. And then, so it's been a while. It's been, it's been crazy since, I think the last one was Sydney Hawthorn. No, there was a gap, and then it was Sydney Hawthorn again. So there you go. So yeah, it's been a while. So, you think you know what's going to happen, but it's been, 10 to 12 years or even longer since there's been here we go, 2002, 2003, we had Brisbane, Collingwood. So that's, wasn't there a West Coast, Sydney West Coast? 2006 and 2005, we had Sydney versus West Coast back to back. So that's how long it's been. It's been a while. Obviously, you had the drawn grand final, so you can't really count that in 2010, which was an absolute belter. Where were you that day? Do you remember?
2000
when we had the drawn grand final. Remember when that came?
Oh yeah. I was. That was the best one. We were at our mate Siggy's house. Shout out! And it was the next week was going to be one of our mates' 21st or whatever. So we boycotted. We were stoked. No, we were stoked because we had obviously Granny the best day of the year. We pretty much. We erupted, loved the fact that it was going to be... So we pretty much came back the week after, did the exact same thing, and then went to the 21st. So
yeah, that's great. Yeah, that was good. So
it was the best.
So going, when you go through that, it's probably, you think it's probably not going to be a repeat. Collingwood are good, though. They're primed to kind of maybe go back to back. Hang on. What's happened here? he's put me on an AFL. He's put me on an AFL field live on the pod. This is what it's all about.
Hang on. Let's get him up.
So I'll keep running through it.
Running.
So I don't know. It pains me to say Carlton's going to be in the granny, so I'm gonna boycott them. And I think it may be a bullet. If I'm going Marcus Bontempelli to win it, I'm going to go Bulldogs v Brisbane. Okay, Brisbane going to go back to back. I think so. They're primed to have a win. So I'm going Bulldogs versus Brisbane in the granny, and I think Brisbane are going to win the granny this year.
Brizzy. Unbelievable.
It's a tough. It's so hard for them because they suck. Well, they don't suck, but they're not ideal playing at the MCG. They got to travel.
For sure.
They got to travel to win the granny, which is tough for them. And it's tough for the.
Tough for anyone, yeah.
When you think about it, it's tough for the interstate teams that are not from Melbourne. But no, that's how it's done. So, do you have a grand final prediction or a winner?
Granny, I reckon Collingwood are going to go again.
Oh, back to back.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm happy about it. The collie wobbles. We love to see the collie wobbles, and we hope they do wobble. But I think they'll have it.
I like the Collie Wobbles, but yeah, that's a good pick. I think they do look prime, but I just don't. I can't force myself to pick Collingwood or Carlton, unfortunately, and they're looking good. But hopefully the Dons get it. But there we go, a little bit of AFL talk. Let me know your thoughts. If we know anyone that's a real AFL, it's good to get people on that really know their stuff so we can really dive deep into it. So hopefully we can find someone that does that. But let's move into a bit of NBA. We've got 4 votes as well. Somehow we've got Zesty Bestie. Welcome to the chat, mate. I think it's the first time I've seen Zesty Bestie in the chat.
Zesty Bestie, we'll take that.
He said, hello, mate. Yeah, good to have you on board. Come on, Swan. I think he's a Swans man by the sounds of it, like Folds. So Foldsy's a Swans man as well.
It.
I don't know if you got into the shot then, but the camera's dead. But yeah. So yeah, awesome. Well, yeah. So it's 50-50 straight down the line. I'm a Zesty Bestie will subscribe. Thanks, mate. We've really been we've stalled on the subscribe. Need that subscribe. I know we've absolutely stalled. We were flying earlier, weren't we? And then we've really stalled. But shout out to Zesty Bestie for jumping on and having a chat.
Love that.
So. Now, Zesty, are you a basketball fan? Because we're going to fly over to the basketball just for the last 10 minutes and just go through a LeBron 40,000 points. You see that?
Nah.
Crazy. So, LeBron obviously, 20...
LeBron, I think 40?
Yeah. I think it's his 21st year. So, 2 decades and 1 year of... Okay. So, here it is. Maybe chuck it on mute if you can.
Yeah, we're muting it.
40,000 points. Obviously, he's already the highest ever scorer in NBA history.
Yep.
And this was for 40,000 points, which is obviously no one's ever achieved it. Just a real longevity. He's crazy. This guy's 39 years old and doing his thing. So here we go. Let's press play. LeBron James for 40,000.
All right, here we go.
A little bit of it was a good game too against the Nuggets. The Nuggets are too good though. Through the legs, little tween, spin, lefty lay. Bang. There it is, 40,000 for the big fella. You'd think they'd, maybe
do something, give it fireworks or something.
Nah, there's a good photo. Can you get up a photo if you write LeBron James 40,000?
Yep.
There's this photo. He's just a real he's just like this. He's got.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll find it.
If you get the 40,000 point up, it is a good photo. So, I want to go through some.
Zesty Bestie has subbed. What an absolute legend, Zesty.
Shout out to Zesty. That's huge. So pretty well, Zesty. If you want to know a bit about the polar opposite, lads,
we're 4 off.
Monday we do Weekend Warriors, so we just go through some weekend stuff, weekend antics. Tuesday, Foldsy, who's the music, he's a music producer. Producer, is that? Oh, audio engineer.
Music producer sounds a bit, like you're big time, because I ain't doing nothing at all really. So I'd say, yeah, audio engineer, more of a...
Yeah, and we dive deep.
More of a,
and Tuesdays we dive deep. We're going through songs. We're rating 4 new songs.
Pretty much music reviews. You know, we don't get to listen to too much music. When you get you just stop listening to new stuff out. You get stuck in your ways. So we're going to we're starting to review some new songs that pop out. That's Tuesdays. Wednesdays midweek mayhem. Thursdays we got the scoreboard with Nugget, which we got today, and then Fridays we got Fancy Frothy Fridays, where we review some frothies and just have a bit of banter and a bit of a laugh. So, so that's the rundown. So, that's it.
There it is. That's it. Yeah. Now, some people obviously love LeBron. Some people, think if you talk too much about LeBron, you're a LeBron, D-rider, as they say.
D-rides.
You don't want to be D-riding too much.
Oh,
oh, no.
Hang on.
Yeah, just, if you go there.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, that's about it.
What did you say?
Do it.
How am I looking? I don't think that's too far off. But so that's history. 40,000 points. It's crazy. Because for me, I'm a big. Back in the day, I used to be a personal trainer, and I loved teaching, and we still do it in the gym here. But we try to build explosiveness, and obviously everyone's blessed with different kind of speed, but you can always improve what you've been given. So that's what we do. But just to see someone, LeBron, who's 6'9", looks after his body so well. Absolute, yeah. So I love that sort of stuff. So shout out to Lebs, 40,000 points, unbelievable.
I think he's overrated, but that's why I'm on the side here, and that's why they don't give me the camera on this one.
Overrated, which is a bizarre take. One of the bizarre takes of all time.
Overrated might just be a game. So,
That's why he's here.
He belongs on the bottom of a Michael Jordan shoe. That's where he belongs.
He belongs on the... Oh, shit. That is good quality stuff. But you know what? So that's kind of...
what else you got?
40,000. And then what we're going to do is there's an NBA plays of the week. So each week we're just going to go through a couple of plays. So you know what? I'm pretty sure LeBron's one's on there. So we probably should have watched this one.
Oh, good.
But
good.
This is crazy. So Luka... So the Cavs here, they turn the ball over, or whatever happens here, they turn the ball over. Luka gets it. They're down by a point, so this happens. So if you press play here, Foldsy, they little jam. There's 2.6 seconds left. This team's down by 1. Who's got it? Have a look at this shot for the win.
No way.
Sweet. Straight in. So there you go. Which is unbelievable. Like, is that skill? Is that luck? A little bit of both. So, so a little bit of Max Strus, number 1 plays of the week from week 19, which 100% agree. That's crazy. And then I think the next one is, I think LeBron actually...
going off.
The boys are going... that's... Sometimes, like, I've been to the basketball. You've been to the basketball as well, haven't you? And it's like, it's okay. But if you get a good game, it'll be...
Only okay, you think? What, you reckon...
Pause. Oh, we've seen this, but I would definitely like basketball way more than I like ice hockey.
Yeah,
like I watch it here.
But the ice hockey is better atmosphere, better.
Oh, so much better. So, So this is so number 2. This obviously we just saw this. Leb's 40,000.
400s.
So one of the goats. So we can leave that debate to another day. But there he is for 40,000. And then number 3, I didn't see number 3, so I'm looking forward to see who. And Zesty, who do you go for in the basketball?
Is he a basketball man?
Yeah, you did say he's a basketball man. So
Zesty.
And then what do we got? We got number 3, or that was it? It was just a 1 and 2. Should have looked into it a bit more.
What you come with here?
There you go. Just the top 2. So I'll try to get 6 or 7 best players. I'll try to find the best one to do the best. AFL, we can do, maybe the best mark of the round.
Yeah.
Basketball, we'll just do, 7 or 8 plays because they'll go quick. But yeah, I think if we head to the standings, we'll make some predictions maybe next week because we're probably, we're up to 40 minutes. That'll probably do us, I think. But NBA, let's quickly run through the NBA standings. So I'll get the NBA standings up. The Lakers are playing now. Lakers are up 20. And then next minute, they were down they got absolutely smacked. So, still 9 minutes to go. But, yeah, I was watching before. What's happening?
Bring the friends on. You keep talking.
All right. So, Lakers we're getting dust. But let's go to the standings. Let's bring it out. We've got the 2023 standings. Who do you think? I've got the Mavs, Lakers, Warriors, and the Kings all in the play-in. So... In the West, let's see if I can get a better NBA standings than that. So obviously Celtics are we'll go through the East first, and then we'll go through the West. So I think the Celtics are 7 games ahead of the Bucks, so they're obviously going to be number 1 seed. Bucks and Cavs fighting out for 2 and 3, which is important because I think the Cavs need to be a 2 seed if they're going to have a chance. It's going to be tough to beat the Celtics, although. Don't sleep on the Heat. And as you know, if you are a B-ball fan, you don't sleep on the Heat. Jimmy Butler, they're coming good. You got Terry Rozier, who's just put over there, which is a bit more firepower. Obviously, Tyler Hero, Bam. So, don't sleep on the Heat. This is their time to shine. And it'll be interesting to see. So they are currently I think they said the 6th or 7th seed, but what are they? The 6th seed, but only a couple off the 4 seed. So, you know what? If they win the next 2 games, they could sneak into the 4 seed. So, it's very tight. And then you got your Pacers. So you got Magic 4, Knicks 5, Heat 6, 76ers 7, which is crazy since Joel Embiid's dropped out, which makes sense because he's so good and they run the offense so much through him that it makes sense that they'll drop after he's been out. Hopefully he comes back soon because he was absolutely dominating. And then in the play-in at the moment, we've got 76ers, Pacers, Bulls, and Hawks. Pacers are they're 4 games in front of 9, so that they'll probably stay in that area, so they'll make it. And then your Nets, Raptors, Hornets, they're nowhere near it. So then let's move on to the West. So the West is absolutely stacked. Timberwolves the 1 seed, Thunder the 2, Nuggets the 3, Clippers the 4, Pelicans 5, Suns 6, which is but I guess the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seeds are all within about 3 games of each other. So, that over the next, I think it's about 20 or so games left, that can change super quick. And it'd be interesting to see. You want to be 7 or 8. You don't want to be 9 or 10 because having a 1 or done and you have to play like Luka or you got to play Steph or LeBron. You don't want to be finishing 9 or 10. So that'd be a disaster. So you really want to get to that 8 seed at the worst. Predictions. Nuggets are going to be super tough to beat. Celtics on the West, obviously Nuggets. If I had to choose right now, Nuggets are going to win. And hey, Nugget. That's maybe like a bit of a thing. I used to barrack for the Nuggets back in the day. Yeah, but when Kenneth Faried was running around back in the day, that was years ago. Got his jersey still. But I think Nuggets. Like the most likely scenario would be a Nuggets Celtics matchup, but that's too easy. I'm going to go Nuggets Heat back to back. Nice. Back to back. So hopefully not though. I hope the Lakers win. Lebs gets his 5th because he's the greatest of all time.
Lebsy.
And that'll do it. That's a good first session.
That's it. That's all we need.
I was just rambling on for that long then.
Oh, there we are. I thought that was a...
That was good. 45 minutes. I think next week we'll come with more, some more videos and that sort of thing. We can really... But
I think you've done well.
Yeah, good.
That's quite enjoyable for the sports fans out there. That's what we want to see.
And a 50-50 poll straight down the line. Swannies versus D's.
That's it. And shout out Zesty.
Yeah, huge shout out. Let's go.
We love ya. We need that. Subscribe. And we've been hit with one because he's a legend.
That's
he
huge.
Or her, she or him. We don't really know but we love them all. So that's it. Let's you give them a wrap up there and I'll put the player out.
Well, there we go. The Scoreboard with Nugget, episode 1 in the books. We'll see you next week. And as always, join tomorrow for Fancy Frothy Friday. Got a couple of beers to review and we'll see you then. Bye for now.